I will make sure to save as many of the marrow bones as possible. In these days, that's becoming more of a kind of fashionable thing to do. People have heard more about using marrow for making bone broth and everything. But with some of those bones then, there's tools that I can make, the Stone Age kind of tools. Not that I need those as a person today to actually use in the world, but with my children, it's a neat thing to say, oh, look, you know, this bone, you could actually fracture it like this and sharpen it to make an arrowhead. Or it could be made into a bone needle for sewing in this way. If it's a ram, I might keep the skull of it, clean the skull, and have that as something that's just a, kind of a unique thing to keep around. The hooves can be boiled and popped off, and the actual kind of sheath on the hoof can be made into a rattle or decorations like that. This is one here that's been bark tanned, and then a piece of leather put in the top here as a drawstring. The stomach is, like I've mentioned already about making haggis, but the stomach can also be bark tanned to make bags from. I've used the intestines to make sausage casing. All the extra fat on the meat that's trimmed off, the fat, the caul fat, the fat around the kidneys, the suet fat, I render that and make it into a clean white tallow that that we put into jars and we use then for baking and frying, and it can be even used for hide tanning then as a tanning oil if it's added to some soap.